I'm the senior agent at Freezy Talent Agency, and today we have 16 submissions to the agency. Technically, I was supposed to do these on Monday. It is now Friday, and I have a really busy day today as well, but I have to get these done. So let's see how quickly we can get through all of these. This first one is from Irvine. I'm gonna pull up her Instagram first. Instagram used to be the last thing that I would check, but now I'm noticing that I can learn a lot about a person based on their Instagram, so we're gonna check that first. Okay, so she only has 3 dance videos on her entire feed. Problematic. But she does go to a really prestigious dance school, so I'm on the fence so far. She's looking for both commercial and dance representation, and let's pull up her reel. Okay, another concern of mine on her reel, she does not have any professional photos. She has a really commercial look though. She's not a bad dancer by any means, but she's also, you know, not the best dancer. As of right now, she's probably gonna go onto my maybe list, and then we can see who we've got at the end of this. I'll be honest, sometimes I do sign people because of their look, especially if I know that it's a marketable look. And at the end of the day, it's not always about skill. And I know that's unfair, but unfortunately, that's just the reality of this business. Okay, so she goes on to my maybe list. Okay, moving on to the next one. She's from Lakewood. Okay, so we have a much better presence here. I think my biggest new biggest concern. My new biggest concern is that she's a minor. She is 17, she turns 18 in August. Honestly, I feel like when you're on the cusp like that, you're probably not gonna get any bookings for a minor. And especially she does look 18 already. So it's really gonna be difficult to book her into those like 15, 16-year-old roles. At this point, because it's more costly to hire a minor, they probably just wanna hire somebody who's 18 who can play younger. So I think if we did move forward, I would have to wait until her birthday in August. The other thing that I will note is it looks like she is primarily a contemporary dancer or very technically trained, especially going into the summer months. A lot of it is festival shows and like hip hop and jazz funk type of commercials. So anyways, it's not a no yet, but that's just something that I'm having to think about. Oh, she's only looking for dance representation. If she were open to commercial, that would have given her a better chance with me, I think. Oh man, okay, I just pulled up her reel, and her reel is not an actual reel, it's just an Instagram reel, which I get it, sometimes it can be confusing, but a reel is not a full-length video vertical. It should be a series of clips, probably about 90 seconds, and it has to be in landscape. Anyways, unfortunately, I just think she's too green, so she's gonna go onto my no list. Okay, moving on to the next one. She is in Los Angeles, yay. Ooh. I like her. Oh my gosh, I love her. She's got a beautiful commercial look. She has a million dance videos. She wants commercial theater and dance, which means she's even more marketable to me. Okay, there are a couple of things I'd want to change on her reel, but overall, she's got really good bones here. Ooh, she uploaded a vocal reel. Okay, I really like her. Of course, I have to look at her headshot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I can submit her to stuff right now. So I'm gonna take an interview with her for sure. And now we're gonna move on to the next one. She is from Huntington Beach. I'm gonna be completely honest, her Instagram is not really giving me a whole lot. She has photos of her on set, but I'm not actually seeing any like dance videos here. Okay, I found her reel. Ooh, and it's all concert dance. If you know me, you know that I'm scared of concert dancers. It's just a very different world, and making the transition from concert to professional is very difficult. And out of like the 20 people that I've signed from concert into professional, only like 1 or 2 have actually been able to make the switch successfully. So anyways, in the back of my mind, I'm definitely gonna be thinking about that. Again, she's only looking for dance representation. Unfortunately, at this moment, especially heading into summer, I really want people who are open to commercial. I know this is gonna be mean, but her footage is really, really bad. This first video is tap, which isn't a negative thing, but obviously in commercial work, we don't get a ton of tap. It's more hip hop, jazz funk, maybe even contemporary. So to start with a tap video is already kind of putting you at a disadvantage. But on top of that, like I said, the video is so blurry and so far away that I can't see her technique anyways. So she's gonna be a no for now. All right, moving on to the next, also from Los Angeles. Oh, she went to AMDA. Anybody who went to AMDA, they're good people. They know what they're doing. And I can see it in her Instagram. She's got her reel pinned, she's got her headshots pinned. Smart girl, and she has a really cool project that she did pinned with a choreographer who is very, very well known. Smart girl. And she's got a nice blend here. We've got dance videos, we've got her graduation pictures, looks like a concept video she did, and then we have 3 selfies of her just hanging out. That's exactly what casting wants to see. They want to see that you're a real person. She is also looking for commercial, theater, and dance. She's lucky that her Instagram is so good. Her reel is not the best. As far as formatting goes, it's formatted correctly, but the videos within really don't tell me anything about her. Oh, she is already on Casting Network. See, my AMDA people know. I don't love her headshots. She'll probably need new ones. I think she's also gonna be a maybe for right now. All right, moving on to the next one. She is living in North Hollywood, California. Interesting, she's submitting based on a referral of one of my most booked clients. So she better be freaking amazing. If you're gonna use somebody's name as a recommendation, you have to be ready for the opportunity and be ready to pull up. Okay, I'm gonna say this. You have to be very, very self-aware. Some of these videos in her reel, unfortunately, she is not the best dancer, and so my eyes are going to other people and not to her. Of course, we wanna show that you can work within a group, but if you're being outshone by other people, maybe don't use that clip. And here's another one. She's on stage with another one of my clients, and she's definitely getting shown up here. And her headshots, they're good headshots, but they're definitely not industry standard commercial headshots. Honestly, as of right this second, she's a no for me, but because she is a recommendation, I'm gonna reach out to my client, get her input before I make any final decisions. Okay, moving on to this Oceanside person. I'm a little bit torn on her headshots. They're definitely not bad by any means. I guess I'm just not getting any personal style from this. I don't know if these would pop to a casting director when looking at the rest of my roster. Once again, we have a reel that's formatted correctly. I think the biggest issue here is just that she's not giving me anything. The first clip, she was jumping out of her turns. The second clip, it looks like some go-go dancing, but she's not even like going full out. And now this third one is like a character piece and her arms are tied up, so she can't even really do a whole lot of movement. I don't know. She is also a maybe, but probably no. All right, number 8. We're gonna be halfway done after this one. This is my Tucson girly. Let me check her age. Oh, she's an adult. Okay, she looks very, very young, which can be very marketable. Okay, she is looking for commercial, dance, and specialty. It looks like her specialty is bone breaking, contortion, and bounce juggling. That's sick. I think my biggest concern is that she does not have any dance videos on her page. She has dance photos of her bone breaking and her contortion, but no actual dance videos. Interesting. So she sent 3 different reels. One reel is all of the music videos that she's ever done. The second one is like her dance training reel. And then the third one is any show performances. So obviously that's problematic for me. For her specifically, she can have 2 reels, one specifically for dance and one specifically for contortion and bone breaking. Oh my gosh, she sent another one. Hold on. Okay, this one's cool, but it's not a reel. It's just one single dance video. Now we have 4 reels that we have to like mix and mingle with. I think she's a very talented dancer, but unfortunately I think it would take a lot of work from me to get her to where she needs to be in order for me to submit her. Now we have our Chicago person. I do really like her, but she's already represented. Actually, one of her pinned posts is the agency that she's currently repped by. It looks like she's been with them for a year though, so it's possible she's looking to make the switch, but regardless, I am not gonna be viewed as a poacher. So I think because I do like her, I'm just gonna send an email and say, unfortunately, we don't offer non-exclusive contracts. If anything changes with your current representation, please reach out and I'd love to set something up. That way the ball is fully in her court. I'm not trying to poach her. I'm not trying to tell her to leave her agency, nothing like that. Next one's from Pasadena. Theoretically, this should be a really good headshot. She's got the blue background, the blue shirt. I just feel like once again, like it's not telling me anything about who you are. And she has a very juvenile look, so I feel like we should be like, you know, the happy, smiley, maybe a yellow shirt. I don't know, give me something. Oh no, she's a minor. I've signed minors before. It's not like a problem, but there's a lot more that has to go into it, which means you have to be that much more amazing for me to say yes. So let me see, she's 17 right now. Oh, she literally turned 17 yesterday. Well, happy birthday. Okay, and she's only looking for dance representation. It's really hard with minors, especially at that age. Like with Kids' Choice Awards every single year, sometimes they do want like 14, 15, maybe even younger. But for the most part, once you get to like 16 and 17, it's better just to hire somebody who's 18 who looks younger. If you're thinking about it from the production standpoint, it's just cheaper and a lot less legal red tape to go through. Especially knowing that she's a minor. I know I already said she had a juvenile look, but that was before I knew she was actually a juvenile. Yeah, she needs to be so much more playful. If she wants to book things at 17 years old, she's gonna have to pretend that she's like 14. We really need headshots that are gonna make her look very, very young. She's also probably gonna be a no. I feel like we have a lot of no's this time. All right, next one is also LA. Oh, I think I know this girl personally. Hold on. Oh, that's right. I do know her. I don't know her personally, but I know her. I do think it's interesting. She did not submit based on a referral, which is totally fine, you know, but I do still think that's interesting because I know that she did submit based on referral. So it's interesting that she didn't actually put the name here. Let's pull up her reel first, actually, because since I already know of her from Instagram, I kind of already know what's on her page. I know she's very technically trained, so I would much rather see what her materials actually look like. So two things. One, it's a little long. Her reel is just over 3 minutes, so we definitely got to shorten that like in half. The other thing, we might need some rearranging of these clips. Some of them aren't very strong, so I think we can move some stuff around. And the other thing is she's very technically trained. I don't think I'm seeing any commercial work. Unfortunately, a lot of times when we get auditions, I don't know the style. So anyways, the fact that just based on her reel, she doesn't have any hip hop or heels or jazz funk or any more commercial styles, that concerns me. I have lots of ballerinas and contemporary girlies on my roster, but they are also cross-trained. So if they do get a hip hop or a heels audition, they can step up and at least try and make it work. I mean, technically, she's very impressive. I just think packaging her the right way and maybe getting a sense of like where she's at with her training and other styles is definitely gonna be important. So I think I'll take a meeting with her. But it also concerns me that she's not interested in commercial. I'm telling you, going into summer, this is like the most important thing for me. I mean, honestly, year round, it's important to me because then after this, we're gonna have all the Christmas and Black Friday and all those commercials, so I don't know. Okay, she's a maybe. We're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, also Los Angeles. Hold on. Okay, interesting. She submitted for commercial, theater, dance, choreography, and specialty, which is all 5 departments that I offer. But I'm on her page and it looks like she only does modeling. Oh, she didn't submit a reel or anything. Okay, next. Next, also Los Angeles. Okay, also another very technically trained person. But I think we're in a little bit of a better position here. Let me see if she's interested in commercial. Hold on. Okay, she is. Commercial and dance. Yay. Okay, we're kind of in the exact same spot. Hers is 3 minutes long. Obviously, we need to cut that in half. A lot of this is also like training stuff, like her stretching. Obviously, that does not belong in a reel. She does have good photographs though. Not necessarily anything commercial, so we would need commercial shots, but I think dance-wise, she has a lot that we can pull from. I think technically, she's even better than the last technically trained one. I think my concern with her, once again, would just be that I'm not seeing any commercial styles of dance. But I do like her, and she's open to commercial unlike the last one, so I don't know. I just feel like this submission round, I'm not like blown away by anybody. That's a lie. I was blown away by what, 1 or 2 people. So I think I'll definitely take meetings with 2 people next week, but then beyond that, I don't know, I guess I'll just send emails and see who gets back to me, what people say, and get a better gauge that way. But yeah, oh my gosh, it took me 50 minutes to do that. I desperately need to get other stuff done, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Anyways, I hope you guys found this helpful. Sometimes it's not as easy as just like do this and don't do this. Sometimes I actually have to see what a submission looks like to tell you guys like don't do that. So I hope you found it helpful. If you guys have any other questions I can answer or want more of these, I do these submission reviews pretty frequently. Just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to make more videos about it. Bye guys.